We are painting our deck, staining our deck. We built it about 6 months ago, and so now it's time to stain it.
If you need improvement at that position, of Michigan is going to rise here in the second half.
This is what he's done so far.
It's also kind of unfair to look at what Jalen Milroe did at Alabama, and he raised the standard of what he can do mid-season from being one level
Porch
and
fall
going
decorations,
to a completely different
Halloween.
level by the end of the year. We saw that last year. We saw a lot of physical comparisons between Alex Orji and Jalen Milroe. I thought, well, if Alabama could do this, why not Michigan with a great coaching staff? And it's just unfair to him because, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a one in a million.
We got those pumpkins at a local pumpkin
like that was able to make that type of leap in such a short period of time.
The moms,
and this is probably more
I think he maybe got it at Kroger.
Yeah, I think there are a few.
Hey, where did you get these moms?
That Jalen Milroe had better pieces around.
Was it Kroger? Costco? The little ones?
Better line in front of him.
Okay, yeah, Costco.
He had more proven weapons around him.
These all look pretty good.
The plan that they put together for him.
The big ones in the back aren't doing good at all, but they get more sun back there.
But they put together a more coherent plan around him. For him
so I'm thinking maybe it was too hot for him. I really don't know. I really haven't looked into them, but I think I'm going to try to grow them in the garden next year. So I'm going to do some research and figure out. Y'all hear football broadcast in the back. He's tailgating. Getting ready for his Michigan Wolverines to play.
About Donovan. I mean, both are getting their carries. Without both of them, they lose it.
So yeah, that's he just came out here and started. We're gonna do all the spindles first, like the outside and the spindles, and then do the inside spindles, and then save the easiest for last. But yeah, that's your best. Excuse our blocks laying around.
In terms of skill position,
that was actually
your contingent.
Our stairs. And we to the old deck, and so we took the cinder blocks out and built the stairs. My father-in-law and my husband actually built the deck.
I love their yards after contact.
I've got somebody pulling up in my yard. We have an old playground, and
this game is Michigan is playing Illinois. We're going to talk about Illinois.
It's just in pieces in my yard, and he drove by and asked if he could have it, and we were like, absolutely. Please get it out of our yard. So yeah, so I've got the
passing attack with Jack.
I've got my eye on some black rockers to go out here, rocking chairs on Amazon. So hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to get those, and I'll show those to y'all. And I'll put the red chairs back with the patio set in the back.
You're a coach.
There's my little ceramic pumpkin. I've had him for years. I have no idea where he came from, where I got him.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. And
little
the thing is, Illinois is prepared for both quarterbacks, so they've got a little bit of both.
This had a candle in it.
But I don't think that because of that they haven't been able to
Copper Creek Farms in their little gift shop
against both types of attacks. Michigan is kind of
I've had this forever. I have no idea where I got it.
Plan B to Plan C to Plan B to Plan C to Plan A. We're probably more adept to it. And
I don't have one in there right now, but
the game flow is going. Illinois would just love to be at 14.
Our little.
But if it's a one-score game, then
I forget what this is called, but we got the mat and the insert in Gatlinburg.
And sometimes it's
at Tin Roof in Gatlinburg.
But when Alex Orji was coming in for those Wildcat situations,
they have a lot
it seemed like a Wildcat
of different ones.
Always carrying the ball.
And so we always buy our mailbox covers our flags and our
RPO
mat inserts there when we go at Christmas time.
Tell you what you should be doing.
Boo to you. I got this several years ago at Hobby Lobby.
In the moment,
has
it just seems indictable. The first couple of games of the season.
Hello Fall on the other side.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the offensive line. The run blocking.
I hope y'all can hear me over this radio. I don't want to turn his radio down with him out here working. But
getting better as each game
this little guy right here.
A lot of different game plans. They are effective as a team in the past 3 years at run blocking.
In
but
Michigan,
it's also noticeable that their pass blocking isn't very good
Canterbury.
The passing game is hampered by the blocking off the edges, and there doesn't appear to be any
Sorry, I had to think for a second. Canterbury Village
in the run game, Michigan to get that yard or two they need, which I think is really important.
We go up there for a game every other year or so,
and in a season
and
of being,
we always go to Canterbury Village.
Tough decisions. That offensive line hasn't disappointed
because we're normally there
getting that 4th and 1 and
late September, early October.
So for those
and they always have like a Halloween theme through the village, and it's just shops. But they'll have like the characters out there.
I think that
as like a meet and greet
between the
Sanderson sisters were there.
And
we've seen like
pass protection needs to improve.
Some princesses and pirates there one year. But it's just a really cool place. A lot of shopping, a lot of places, just to grab like festival foods, fall foods.
With the offensive line, they need to shake up at right tackle. And that's
and just
dependent
do
upon
some festive,
whether
do some shopping. It's really cool. So if you're ever in that area, look that up, and I absolutely recommend going there. We love it. But yeah, I found that in one of the little shops.
From left to right to see if he can.
The little skeleton lights.
I've
got those this year.
Rudder as a pass protector. I think Evan Lincoln really advanced.
I don't remember where I got them.
Solid run blocker, but in pass protection,
big lots maybe.
He's left a lot to be desired. Not to single any one guy out, but that's been a real issue.
I didn't tell y'all where I got the ghost from.
So Jeff Percy and Relief.
And I'm trying to think. I believe that was in Gatlinburg.
He's had some breakdowns, but he's been solid enough.
3 Goats on a Roof or something like that. I think that's where I got that from. And they were just kind of off in the back. I always get lotions. They're goat milk lotions there. I stock up every time we go because they're awesome. I give them as gifts and everything, so they're awesome. A little Halloween flag, and Jack and Sally. We've had Jack for quite some time. I think we got him at Walmart. And then little Miss Sally, Corlin picked her out this year. Yeah, he got it all. Corlin picked her out this year. I think we got her at Home Depot. And then Corlin brought this little basket and the little pumpkins and everything out here. She wanted to decorate too, so she brought that out here. But yeah, and then the lights. We got the lights at Home Depot, or not Home Depot, Big Lots. We didn't get enough to cover everything. Our bushes really need replacing. They've been struggling for a few years now, so that's in the plan. I just don't know when we'll do that. But yeah, the lights, they're like the net lights. They don't cover a whole lot of area. You might could stretch them, but there's 2 different ones on this one bush, which it's kind of a wide bush. Yeah. Yeah, there's room to stretch. I think he just kind of laid them over there, so you could probably get them a lot farther than that. But yeah, I'll hop back on here as we are staining this deck. We probably did not do what we were supposed to do. Our personalities are we just jump in and do stuff. And then read how you're supposed to do it. So we probably should have sprayed the deck off, and it said to sand it, but this is a new deck. It's like 6 months old, and the stain is taking it really well, and he's just taking a towel and wiping off the area before he stains it. So we're just gonna go for that. It's taking it really well. I'm not quite sure about the color yet. I'll have to look at the can and see what the name of the color is. I like it, but I don't know that it's what I was going for. I really don't know what I was going for. And it's hard to make a decision whenever you're in the store and you're looking at those samples. Because unless it's like a totally different color, it all looks the same.
Hey Atlanta.
What color is that?
Online accredited university that has your back from day one.
No, for real.
That's what you'll get at Western Government University. At WGU, each student is
That's the name of it, chocolate?
Every step of the way. Whether it's to answer your questions, provide motivation, or create a plan that enables you to accomplish all your goals on your time.
I know, I was asking, I couldn't remember. Don't be arguing with me, boy. Chocolate. Chocolate is the name of it, and it's definitely chocolate. Let me show y'all this. It looks like chocolate milk.
If the answer is yes, great news, we can help.
I don't know if you can tell for the sun, but
John Daniels here from Chelsea Lumber. We sell Anderson, the most trusted and recommended
it is chocolate. Chocolate milk.
Residential contractors.
There we go.
From the ultimate design freedom of Anderson's architectural collection.
Day 2 of staining the deck. He's got all the outside spindles on the right side. Now he's just going around this other side. He's got the bottom boards stained and the post on the bottom. So yeah, that's where we are. I plan to get out here if I can get my planning done for our homeschool co-op. Then I plan on getting out here and laying some mulch around the brassicas. I know I'm doing that today. I'd like to start staining the greenhouse, but we'll see. But that is coming. I don't know if it'll be on this video or another one, but it is coming. That's in the works to get this porch done. My cabbage is planted, mulch laid, and at some point before our first freeze, to go ahead and put some frost fabric. I don't know if that's what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put that like around my beds just for added protection. I need to get something to go around my fruit trees and yeah, my apple trees and my fig trees, and I think I have a plum tree or a something tree. I think it's a plum tree. So that's upcoming, and staining the greenhouse so that we can get it finished. So get whatever we're gonna use. I don't know what it's called, but we have the material to finish it. So that's what's gonna be upcoming. I'm trying to get it all done while we still have some warm days. I've already put some new soil compost in some of the beds that I'm planting, and I'm hoping to have time to put it in all the beds and go ahead and mulch them and just I don't know, have them ready for spring. I don't know if people do it that early. Normally I wait until the spring and I add new compost and soil and everything, but I thought I would go ahead and try to do it, at least half of them this time. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna go for now. I've got some planning to do. I've promised my little girl to play a game with her before I get started on that, and then I'll pick up in a bit. See y'all later. So right here, I am applying the stain and then wiping it off, and I keep doing it over and over because in some places on this deck, when I do that, like I need to do that, for the grain to show and for it not to be so dark, but then on other places of the porch, like the spindle thingies, I can't think of what you call them, like on the, what do you call them? The little spindles behind me there. If I wipe them, it's too light. So that is just me playing around with that and trying to get the look I'm going for. Also, I want to go ahead and let y'all know that we do not finish staining the deck. This that you're seeing right now is day 2, but I actually stopped on this day because I did something to my back. So we just stopped, but also my battery died, so we got a lot more done before I finally just had to quit. But I will come back and show that in the next video. Hopefully we can get the rest of it done in one more video and move on to other projects. Y'all are gonna see me step back on little Brownie's foot. She is our little Shih Tzu. She is a little over a year old. We got her to keep our daughter company, who's pretty much an only. She's not. She's the baby of 7. We are a blended family, but she's the youngest and almost the only one at home. So her brother is here. One of her brothers is here, but there's a huge age gap. So it's like having an only child. And she really needed somebody to keep her company. We don't live in a neighborhood, so it's not like she can just go out and play with friends or anything. We do have her in plenty of activities, but it's just at home she needed someone to keep her company. And so we got this little puppy for her, and she loves her, and Brownie loves my daughter, but she knows who Mama is, and she's somewhere near me at all times. If I'm sitting, she's in my lap. If I'm up moving around, she's following me. But I did step back on her, and she's fine. She's okay. I didn't step all the way down. I've kind of gotten used to knowing soon enough that she's there. But yeah, she's fine. I just wanted to let y'all know, because I'm sure you saw that, and I just wanted to let y'all know she's okay. Loving this so far. I didn't really like it when we were just painting it on. It looked like brown paint to me. But now that I'm wiping it after I paint it, it shows more of the grain, looks more rustic, and more the color and texture that I was going for. So I recommend starting like a small space if you're going to do this, and try it both ways and see what you like better. This is a semi-transparent, so it's going to cover a little more of the grain than the transparent does anyway, and just painting it on, not wiping off, really covers most of the grain. It's harder to see the grain. So I recommend trying it both ways. I like to brush it on and wipe it off. It gives the effect post. So he was rolling these on. He started out with a paintbrush, and then he started using a small roller. And I don't know if y'all can tell. Like, to me, you can tell we rolled it on. Versus even this one he did with a brush, and you can see more of the grain in it. And then these I did with the brush, and then use the paper towel to wipe it off. It could be the difference in wood as well. Some of it doesn't have as much of the grain showing, just because of the shape and everything, the size. But this is my preferred way. I really like that. That's what I was going for. That's the tone I was going for. So we got, I think he got all the outside spindles done, and then the boards here and the post, he got that all the way around. And then I got this side of the steps. I know our steps look a little funny. We mismeasured or something. I don't know. We did something wrong. Got to go back and fix it. We just got to figure out what we're going to do, because the posts are cemented in the ground, which the last ones were too when we got them up. But if we don't have to do that, we prefer not to. So I don't know. We're going to save it for last, though. For now, I'm going to paint it. It looks funny. That's not the way it's supposed to be, but
hey,
that's
y'all,
okay.
I just thought I would pop on here and give a proper closeout. I did something to my back while we were out there working, and I ended up having to just stop as I was trying to film the closeout, and just give it up for the day. I ended up getting a really bad migraine on top of my back bothering me, so I ended up being down all of Sunday and all day Monday into Monday night. But it's now early Wednesday morning, and I'm doing much better. So I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you all for watching. And I hope y'all have a great morning or night, whichever it is where you are. And we will see y'all next time. Thanks so much.